Last time out we talked about the importance of context in your content marketing efforts. The idea that content doesn't exist in a vacuum but is dependent on relevance to the consumer for its success. One thing we didn't really discuss was the role of distribution in getting your content to the right audiences. Distribution is often the bottleneck that stops great content from becoming a great piece of marketing. If a tree falls in a forest and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Similarly, does content require an audience to be successful? I'd argue that it does, certainly in a marketing sense. Too many brands get caught in the trap of thinking that the creation of a particular piece of content and the subsequent posting of that content on the company website is the end of the journey. In truth, that's only really the half of it. In fact, of all the places online that your content could conceivably live, your own website probably gets the least amount of traffic, not the most. And while it would be great to subscribe to the build it and they will come philosophy, there is sadly rather more hard work involved. Finding the right audience for your content is key. Of course, that's often easier said than done. In a multi-channel world, your audience is everywhere, so once you have that content, you need to figure out a way to get it to the people who matter. That could be on social media or third-party sites across the web. You can do it through native advertising, or you can do it through content discovery platforms. But you do need to think about how you find that audience and how you get content to them. One way to maximise your distribution is for your content to live in multiple different places where your audience is already spending time. Think of it as a digital dandelion, whereby your website is the stalk where the original content is planted, and versions of that content are then spread far and wide from it, like the seeds of a dandelion. Reaching potential customers in the places where they are already choosing to spend their time is far more efficient than trying to convince those same people to come to your website to consume content. Compelling content is difficult enough to create in the first instance, but put it in the right context and distribute it properly, and half the battle has been won. In fact, there's an argument to be made that distribution is the new differentiator in the content marketing battleground.